Hello, and welcome to the Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot Divine Download being recorded for you on December the 4th, 2020. I'm just going to send out some notifications to those who requested them. Any facts you want to know are below the video, so check it out. We're going to, as soon as I finish this, we're going to get right into the reading. Give me just a moment. Okay. All right, so let's get into our reading for today. I was given specific direction that we should be focusing on our breathing today. So breathe as deeply as you can in, and then slowly breathe out, connecting the body and the body, connecting the body, heart, and mind, connecting the body and the spirit, connecting the heart, mind, and body, connecting the heart, mind, and heart, connecting the heart, mind, and spirit, connecting the spirit and the body, connecting the spirit, heart, and mind, connecting the spirit and the spirit, divine truth. Let us see, speak, and hear it with accuracy, clarity, and simplicity. Thank you. In the words of clarity, we have fear. The bottom of the deck, we have sex. Oh boy. So we're having a situation where somebody's sitting in fear. It could be what is obvious in the words. Somebody's got a fear of sex. Somebody had a situation and they're fearful now because of some sex. We could also have some gender identity issues going on, or life choice issues going on. But when fear comes up, fear, the acronym for that is false evidence appearing real. So we're going to find out some more about what's going on with the download deck. I drive my shadow with precision. I allow my light to roam freely with wild abandon. So you see a shadow of a person on the horizon who's looking ahead, but nothing is in form. So there's almost this energy of, I don't know what's over there. I don't know what's over there coming through. So I drive my shadow with precision. I allow my lights to roam freely with wild abandon. Let's see what the words of clarity are for love, peace, and happiness today. So this is a situation that somebody is sitting in. We're going to find out some more about this. Who are you? Where are you at in the world? What's going on? Okay, conflict. Love, we have conflict. For peace, we have harvest. So love, conflict, peace, harvest. What do we have for happiness? For happiness, we have idea. This idea is speaking of knowledge that you have to help you get your peace. It's like you know just what to do to find peace. Wherever this situation is bringing up these feelings for you, you already know how to be in a place of happiness. You already know that. That's why the idea comes out in happiness. But you got to figure out, how do I make peace with where I'm at in regards to this whole situation? And why are these fears here? And obviously, okay, maybe it's not obvious to somebody, I'm hearing, but where there is fear, there's shadow energy that is ready for you to transmute. There is shadow energy in fear that's ready for you to transmute. Now, somebody's out there being absolutely preposterous and saying, so does that mean I shouldn't be afraid of jumping off a whatever, fill in the blank? They're saying something really just very, like somebody really ridicules any idea of doing anything different. Okay. And I feel like there's a lot of them out there. Like there's a whole society of people. Step out of the box a little bit and you'll find out if you haven't in any way. Okay, the bottom of the deck is meditate. So this is something you've been asking about. This is something you've been opening yourself up to, whether you did it knowingly or unknowingly. Like whatever the situation is, you've been probably doing some meditation to try to understand what's going on with you. But what it really looks like is you're in the middle of a resistant situation, highly resistant situation. Conflict is here. Let's find out more about this. I'm going to start shuffling this, but there's a conflict here. And the truth of it is, if you face that rather than run from it, and that doesn't mean you have to stay in a situation where you're in any type of danger, but face it, at least explore what's going on there with you. What is it linked to? And how can you claim your power from that situation, that idea, that experience? Okay. Because when we do that, that's where we free ourselves. So somebody really had a bad experience. I see that we could be talking here to ones who have experienced sexual violation. I'm getting in a young age, at an early part of life, we could be talking to ones who experienced some sexual violations. And so that's completely influenced choices that you make now. And now I feel like somebody's in love, but they're having a hard time giving themselves to the situation physically. I hear that because they've been violated in the past. And they've never really, it's just, I'm getting a don't even go there. Just, it's a don't even go there energy, right? And so somebody's trying to, I'm hearing pick up the pieces from the situation to be able to reclaim their vessel so that they can be able to explore their vessel and their desires and have an experience with somebody who's very important to them. So for today, I'm being shown to use the Psychic Tarot for the Heart. We used to use it all the time. So I'm really excited to use this deck here today with you. So let's, as I shuffle these, we'll discuss these cards. I'm getting to pull 3. So we have Temperance. We have the 2 of Wands. And we have the World. Whoa. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. Hold on. The bottom of the deck is a Knight of Wands. Okay. Temperance. Somebody was feeling very connected to another person and made a decision to up the ante or completely shut it down. This deck is going to give us some more clarity on exactly what happened. But whatever you were doing, I feel like this is you. I feel like I'm talking to you, viewer. Whatever you were doing, it was testing you. Something was testing you, or you were testing something. And I'm getting the getting to know energy, getting to know. A new person comes into your life, you're getting to know them. Noticing some connections there. and making a choice. So this could be a person that you meet on any level, but something comes up where you're pushed to, it's like to make it to the next level, sex is involved, and somebody is not interested in that. Somebody's not interested in having sex because they've had some experiences that leave them in fear. And I feel like a big part of it too is there's the energy of a person who is conflicted about love, dealing with some issues where love meets sex, and now there's a problem, I feel. Love meets sex, or sex meets love. Oh, that makes sense too. So that's totally somebody's experience. Somebody just cut through and it's like, yeah, there's sex, but the problem is now there's love too. And that is the problem. So we have dreams coming true in reverse with temperance. We have the Two of Wands with the seek the truth card in reverse, and that is like Seven of Swords energy. And then with the World, we have the third eye chakra in reverse. Wow. Somebody's uncovering some deceit, and there's just no seeing a way forward, is what I see here. Yeah, somebody would believe and succeed in reverse at the bottom of the deck. That's the Six of Wands energy. It feels like it didn't work out. It's not working out because somebody is unreliable. Somebody is unreliable, and I'm hearing untrustworthy. So let's peer some more into this. Let's use the playing cards. Yes, we shall. Okay. We'll start here with the dreams coming true and temperance. Yeah, somebody's been trying to understand what's the problem with getting their harvest. Like, why is my harvest not coming in? Why is my harvest not coming in? Because there's a conflict in the arena of love. Something you may have seen or may not have seen. And it's what's happening is it's causing you to lower your vibration, or you're choosing to lower your vibration in this conflicting energy. And you choose here, it looks like that it's just not for you, because you finally begin to see the truth. A truth that you didn't want to experience, I hear again, showed up. So these cards are ready to go. They're like falling out on me. They don't even want to come back together. All right, so let's see. All right. Hey, Kat and Wanda. So thankful and grateful that you're here with us. So we have the Four of Swords coming out with the King of Diamonds. Four of Spades, King of Diamonds. So Four of Spades and King of Diamonds. I feel like you were in a place where you had already done some recuperation, building up. You finally got in a really good place for yourself financially and otherwise. And then something came in that looked like what you wanted when you got it. It really did. And then we have Nine of Hearts and the Seven of Hearts. Okay, so in that, this energy matches for me in the sense of it's getting what you want. Okay, so getting what you want showed you that, you know what, I want something else. Because the Seven of Hearts is about making a wish for something that would really delight you, for me. And so when I read this card here, it looks like after getting what you want, you're like, okay, yeah, I want something different, and this is what it looks like. It looks like a clarity of what you want, yeah? Because you thought you knew what you wanted. You thought you knew what you wanted. And so it comes in, and in it, you find that it's like you're the only one in there. You're the one doing all the work, whatever that means for you. You're the one doing all the loving and all this stuff. But here's a conflict coming up in regards to fears, sexuality, love. There's a conflict coming up here. And I feel like this is out there. So I feel like you're looking at this going on somewhere. And in you, you're like, okay, I know how to get the harvest from this. I got to sit in my happiness. I've meditated on it. I've prayed. I've affirmed. Whatever I've done, I've learned. What I've learned is there's nothing more valuable than that I sit in my energy of happiness and peace so that my harvest is delivered, is the way I'm getting that. So that my harvest is delivered. Somebody thought they wanted a twin flame connection. They found out that they did not. And I hear intuitively that the timing was off for someone. It was very much off. And I also hear that you have a change. Certain levels of your wishes come true in other areas of your life. I'm getting, and that's why you've learned to overcome so much challenge, distraction, delay, obstacle, lessons, whatever, they have come your way. But in it, you were learning a whole lot more that, you know, it's not something where you should have to go to war. That's specific for somebody. Two of Wands with the Seek the Truth in reverse, which is Seven of Swords energy. Why are these two cards here? Please clarify these. Thank you. All right. Starting with the Two of Hearts and the Queen of Diamonds. So we have the King of Diamonds and the Queen of Diamonds. That's totally a match set. Earth energy. I feel like for most of you, though, this isn't about the other person. This is about you. This is about you matching. So you were investing in something, and here you decided to withdraw from investing in something where there was love there, but you decided instead to revert back to investing in yourself again. Five of Diamonds with 10 of Spades. Yeah, you made a decision to cut something off because the truth come to light. And with that 10 of Spades, that's final decision energy. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Hearts. For some of you, this is just your spirit showed you, like, this is not for you. This is not your path. Some of you had a dream in which some truths came through and they resonated so strongly with you that you acted on it. Some of you made a choice when, you know, just making a different choice as something was revealed to you about a person, a situation, a connection of some sort that you had. This made you decide, yeah, I've got to go my own way. Is that REO Speedwagon? I'm also getting REO Speedwagon. So if it's not the same, then they're coming through for whatever. Anyways, let's look at the World and see why it's here with the third eye chakra in reverse. The fact that all the cards are coming out in reverse right now in the Psychic Tarot for the Heart deck is showing me, first off, it's showing me a couple things. Your spirit is highly involved in this. Whatever vernacular you subscribe to, whether it's religious or science or energy or whatever, right? Any form of the many religions, that energy of the divine nature that happens, or if you're a non-believer at all, then it's just those, what do they call them? Coincidences. Okay, then they would be called coincidences. And it's like you see you're learning because the universe and that energy, that divine energy, is lining you up with a whole bunch of circumstances and situations that took you from a period of very back and forth energy into a period of wholeness. And you're in the middle of a shift change. You're in the middle of a change of direction. Somebody has been single for a while and you just want to have sex with somebody, but you ain't finna just jump in with anybody. That's what you know. I'll tell you that much is coming through these cards too. Yeah. Somebody is like, you can't just, I'm not just going to be sharing my energy with anybody. I got a good recommendation if you need a toy. I'm just saying. All right. Let's see. Why is the world here with the third eye chakra in reverse? Yeah, whatever that bond was, yeah, you let that go. Ace of Spades energy coming through with the knife saying, yeah, we cut that off. Queen of Spades coming through. This is air sign energy. So somebody, you cut the smack down on somebody, whatever zodiac sign they were. You stood your truth. You didn't fall for the BS. Your intuition had already shown you, and you chose to end this successfully for yourself before you could end up in a place of regrettability because of knowing that you should have stepped away at another time. King of Clubs is here. King of Clubs. That's taking the action, having the follow through, going through what you said you was going to do. It's done now. The Five of Hearts. That's because your feelings change. Your feelings change about something, and the lessons that you've been through in a situation with whoever this is in your life, they really showed you that you need to stand up for yourself, because somebody had no problems with deceiving you. Some of you were dealing with the person. Yeah, you chose to leave this situation alone with the ending. That's ending, and it's bookending the cards for that position, right? If you haven't, you're on the brink of it. You're like in the middle. You could be debating with yourself, but at the end of this debate, you're going to choose that you need to invest in something that is reciprocal and balanced, and this is not. Emotionally and every other way, okay? Somebody was just in a situation for sex. Somebody was just in a situation for money. Somebody was just in a situation because they didn't want to be lonely. Somebody was really in a situation because all those other things may not have been true, but there were some aspects of yourself that you needed to get some truth about, and they needed to speak to you, and they spoke to you in this relationship. You could have realized that, you were trying to control the other party by trying to get them to do what you wanted them to do, that you were trying to control this other person, and that will change your life. Because it's going to put you in the vibe of, I don't need to control things. If it's for me, it's for me. If it's not for me, I let it go because it's for someone else. And that's okay. All right. So this is our message that we have coming through today. And what zodiac signs could somebody have been dealing with? Possibly Sagittarius energy, but we are in the time of Sagittarius. So this Sagittarius is saying, this is a confirmation right now too. This Temperance card is a confirmation that this is a current energy. But another thing that I'm getting to, somebody's going to find this message way down the line in our linear timeline. And so when you do, if it resonates, it was for you. And where it doesn't, leave it where you found it, because you're always responsible for every choice that you make. All we're doing is, with our intuitive nature of clear cognizance, and with all of our life experiences that we've had, we share what works for us, what has worked for us, what helped us to change our life. And then, hey, it's an idea. You can harvest it or you can leave it alone if it conflicts with you. There's that there too. And the same thing applies as regards to sexual connections. as regards to fears and how you're moving about in this life. There's the energy of movement here. We're talking about driving the shadow with precision, and here and roaming freely with wild abandon, the light roaming freely with wild abandon. And then here in the believe and succeed, we have a boat that's sailing off into the light. So somewhere maybe you didn't allow yourself to sail off into the light, but by facing these different things you had going on for yourself, you've did the put and pull with yourself to where it caused some understanding, some overstanding about yourself to crack open. And what that crack open has led you to, somewhere where you were entertaining something, it's been revealed to you that this partnership is not for you. So you choose to move on in self-mastery, in raising your level of self-mastery, mastery of your emotions, not being so controlled by your emotions, but making sense of what your spirit is showing you, your emotions, and what logic shows, and using all of your faculties to contribute to a decision that you felt intuitively already. You felt it intuitively already. But it was about making the change in your physical world. That's where you were emotionally. And when you looked at what the emotion was, it was, I don't want to feel bad because, they need fill in the blank. They need me for, what about them? What about you? At what point do you finally stop and say, what about you? You're not coming to the table. If you're watching this channel, you're not coming to the table with any form of trying to bring negativity to the other person. If you're in vibe with this channel, you actually give a damn what your name stands for. In other words, you think about the energy you're putting out, and it's coming back to you. So that influences the things you do. And and that's why there's a difference here, because you do that, but they are more in the line of do it anyways, and then blame somebody else for why what's coming back comes back, right? Instead of, I did that, I put out that type of energy, and that type of energy returned to me, and this is how I experienced it. And somebody's in that phase, and you're in the middle of transition from that. So wherever you are in that timeline of awareness, we want to tell you, first off, if you're aware that you have an issue around fears or sexuality or conflicts in love, whatever that is, just the fact that you have the idea, that you've seen yourself clearly enough to become aware with, hey, this is where I'm creating conflict for myself in love because of this, fill in the blank. Again, it could come to deal with fears or sex. It is, slow it down. Thank you. It is commendable that you have seen yourself with that level of clarity. And the moment you saw it and you had the idea that you could be happy, that you could be different. And some of you, this is in retrospect for you, because you've been there, you've done it, and you've kind of moved on to the next thing now. And that's okay. It's good to review where you come from in relation to where you're at. And sometimes when you're doing that review, there's one who's where you were that wants to be where you're at. And you provide that spark of inspiration, empowerment, awareness that, hey, somebody else did, so I can do it too. Oh, that's work for you. Maybe it might work for me. Oh no, what you're talking about right there, that's definitely not going to work for me. Okay, cool. I really like that what you said though there. I'm definitely doing that. Okay. So as humans, this is like the tendency to do this all the time. But here we're looking at our empowerment in love, peace, and happiness as our foundation. Knowing that these are the energies of the highest vibration, and what you put out comes back to you. And we're trying to get all up in this harvest time vibration. That's where we're sitting at. And they said, are you trying to get all up in it, or are you in it now? Yeah, we're in it now. The world is here. It's harvest time. Let's get some oracle cards on this. Oh, yes, please and thank you. That's great. Where are they? Here we are. Miracles Now wants to speak today. Yes, let's get the miracles now. Let's talk about some miracles now. What miracles do we have right now? Let's go ahead and pull 3, please. Let's pull 3 of these, please, and thank you. Big cards. As I slid that deck up, the Queen of Diamonds comes out again. So this is about, yeah, you create your reality, and a large part of it is, what are you picking up off of the buffet? Are you picking up something that's making you sick? Are you picking up something that's making you feel ill or angry or displeased? Or are you choosing the things that you love, is what I'm hearing. Okay. So this is about the choices we make and what we're choosing to receive for ourselves in love and in connections, and, you know, deciding, making choices that are more in harmony with who we are. So let's get our first, here we go. Dissolve all boundaries with love. That's exactly what you were working on in this situation. Not boundaries between you and another, but apparently that happened anyways. That wasn't why you were there. You were there to dissolve all boundaries with love within yourself, through the mirror reflection with the other, through what they showed you. The bottom of the deck it says, I make decisions from a place of intuition and power. Yeah, you were learning to follow your intuitive guidance system and transmute energies into love for yourself first, and then you were able, the more love you gained for yourself, the more love you were able to express to the other. So what, let's go ahead and get another. We have, whenever I compare myself to others, I simply say this prayer. The light I see in them is a reflection of my inner light. Wow, you cannot make this up. I was just talking about this. Okay. Now, likewise, if you could replace the words light with shadow. In other words, if you observe something and you're seeing something mirrored there and it's showing up in shadow, that means the light is being filtered through so much filter that you're seeing shadow there. And it's up to you, if you choose to accept the mission, to find your light in that situation. It is possible. I've been doing it my whole life, and I didn't understand what I was doing. And I let go and allow the universe to do her thing. And this was where I said, some of you discovered that you had been controlling. You were a very domineering energy. You realized how domineering you could be. And so, of course, in being domineering, you attract somebody who is either likewise domineering or likes to be controlled. Either way, you realize it's something from which you have to let go for your own healing. For your own healing. Because that could be a very addictive tendency to control other people. So let's see. What else do you have? This one. I surrender my desires, and I know the universe has my back. And that's when you walked away. Yeah, you had a way you wish these things would have worked out, but you had to give up your desires to the universe because you know it's got your back. Let's see what's at the bottom. When I honor my feelings, I find my power in powerless situations. Yes, and that's how you took your power back from blaming them and their behavior, and I hear bad behavior, as the reason why you're out of sync. It's actually a realization that the only reason you were out of sync was because you were trying to control somebody else with their free will and their choices, which weren't harmonized with your free will and your choices. You're a different vibe, you're a different lifestyle, you're a different type, and you're going in different directions. And so you let that go. And now you say, okay, universe, show me what aligns with me now. Or maybe you ask for the alignment that you're wanting. Somebody's still sitting and working their way towards that alignment. So rather than saying I'm sad, period, you with that period, you close down energy. Rather than saying I'm sad, period, you say, how can I feel better? Question mark. With that question mark, you open up the energy. The universe can flood you with answers and solutions through experiences that many times are unexpected and spontaneous. A synchronistic rendezvous moment. Okay. So, wow. Let me just check my phone. All right. I want to thank you so much for being tuned in, tapped in, turned on with me today. It looks like we are complete. And so with all that being said and done, until next time, we're sending you the energies of love and peace and happiness. Laters.